Okay, folks, quiet, please. We're about ready to start. Yeah, that's me, Bob Wilson, hard-working executive. Earlier in the day, I had a full head of hair. My secretary, the lovely Miss Croydon, and my boss should be calling just about now. Ah, there he is, Lucian Stoggbauer, Jr. What a guy. Oh, late for the Biffman meeting. Nice-looking son of the owner, isn't he? Yeah, just another wonderful day. Couple more days like that, and I'll lose the rest of my hair. I decided that this boy needed a release from the tension, you know? And holding up a liquor store was kind of out of the question. Oh, that looks really nice, huh? I mean the dive in Hawaii. There it is on the window. I've always wanted to go diving. Here's a nice shot of me reading the sign. As for Hawaii, my problem has always been trying to figure out where Jack Lord gets that snappy hairdo. Now, this was the first time I'd ever been in a dive store, and I couldn't help but notice there was a lot of diving stuff. I don't miss things like that. And it looked like a scuba class was going on in the pool. The place looked interesting. I decided to try out some of the equipment. Start small with a snorkel.
If you blow into the mouthpiece, your finger will pop right out. Works every time.
I knew that. I really did know that. I was just testing her. Hawaii sure looked inviting.
How's that for a diver's paradise?
It's wonderful. Just wonderful.
Week after next, you could be there.
Me?
Why not? You can't beat the price.
Well, I'm not a diver, and...
Well, let me ask you, do you feel comfortable in the water?
Dave, the store owner, told me I could be a diver in a few weeks, and that all the equipment would cost me about as much as skiing.
We have a new class beginning tonight, and it's the kind of sport that you can enjoy year-round, anywhere in the world.
I have a vacation coming up. I could... boy, Hawaii would be...
Oh, Margie, I would like for you to meet Bob. Bob, this is Margie, our assistant instructor, and she's also going to be the tour guide on the Hawaii trip.
We've already met, sort of.
How's the finger?
It's okay. I don't think there's any need to call the paramedics now. Yeah. What a smooth guy, huh?
See you in the class tonight, Yvonne.
Okay, see you later.
Wait a minute. She's in the class?
Yeah, she just signed up.
Oh.
She's very proud she's going to become a grandmother.
A grandmother?
For the third time.
Third time. Hey, if a grandmother can do it, I can do it. Put me down. I think I can.
Okay, Pop, we're glad to have you.
Dave really made it sound simple. And call it a hunch, I had a strong feeling that I'd be in the water soon.
Now, remember what we told you in class. This is one of the most important pieces of sport diving equipment. It's your window to the underwater world. Let's see how our face masks work underwater.
It doesn't work great.
Here, Bob, try this one.
Oh, that's too good. Yes, I think I will. Keep trying on different face masks till you find one that's right for you, regardless of what it looks like or what it costs. It's your comfort and enjoyment in the water that's all that's important. That's actually a pretty good rule of thumb for all sport diving equipment.
Holy.
What a great pool. You know, I've always had a fairly active imagination, but this is, maybe I just left my contacts in too long. I bet that's it.
Here, Bob, put this on.
Oh,
This is quite an experience for
Well,
you,
you're
isn't
not
it?
kidding, Dick.
Well, it gets better.
Well, most pools just have a sewer drain or something. This is a boat. Okay. Tomorrow we'll be doing some real diving in here. But for right now, we want you all to try breathing underwater for the first time. Now remember, just as we showed you in class, just inhale and exhale normally, and never, under any circumstances, ever hold your breath. You won't believe how easy this is. All right? Tony, why don't you show your dad and the rest of us how it's done?
that's Tony. Catches on fast.
Go for it, Bob.
Don't you hate a kid who catches on fast? It's really amazing being able to breathe underwater. I mean, I was actually breathing underwater.
There's Frank, Tony's father, and Yvonne, trying to keep the top of her head dry. During the pool sessions, we learned how to equalize pressure, how to share air, basically everything you need to know to dive safely. And it was a lot of fun. Before we knew it, we were out to sea off Anacapa Island in California for a number of open water dives. Anacapa is a Spanish word which means hat, worn by a woman named Anna.
Well, I guess that pretty well covers everything. After we check out each buddy team, you'll have about 10 or 15 minutes as fully certified divers before you come back on board for an air fill. Margie, tell them what they can expect to see here.
Well, this is a really pretty spot. There's lots of kelp, so there should be lots of fish. And if we're lucky, we may encounter a seal or a sea lion. And as far as the game goes, abalone are in season, and if you haven't tried them, they are delicious.
Excuse me, hypothetical question. What if we're down there, we're swimming around, we're having a good time, and, you know, one of us happens to see a shark down there? Not that I'm personally afraid of sharks, but maybe there's somebody here like Yvonne. She's kind of chicken. She might be afraid of a shark or two while we're having fun. What would we do?
Hey, Terry, what if they see any sharks?
Well, no one's collected this money yet.
Look, you guys, this isn't the Hollywood Studios tour. Dangerous sharks are really rare in sport diving waters. In fact, if you do see one, just appreciate its grace and beauty. But it isn't going to bother you. Believe me, they're no problem. So what do you say, you guys? This is what it's all about. Let's get wet.
Look at this. Just like Jacques Cousteau. Here we are on the ocean floor. Now, it looks like we're playing cards, but actually we're trying out in the ocean all the things we learned in class.
Like sharing our air and clearing our masks, and that was it. After a few dives, we were all certified.
This was really unbelievable. Swimming through this kelp bed was like floating through a giant redwood forest in a dream. And I felt like an explorer, like a little kid again. We even found an abalone. That's Margie prying one off the rock. She was even nice enough to give it to me. What a gal. But where do you put a thing like that?
Great dive, you guys. Anybody get an abalone?
Yeah, we did.
Terrific. How big is it?
Oh, it's not too big. I think it's a perfect fit. Probably go to a singles bar afterwards, maybe something like that. Hi.
Well, here I am, a fully certified diver and master abalone hunter. You can see why they're not the centerfolds of the deep. I wonder if they have these in Hawaii. I think that's my plane now. And here we are arriving at the Sheraton Royal Waikoloa on the Kona coast. Really a beautiful hotel. Here's one of the able staff members coming out to greet us.
Aloha. Welcome to Hawaii.
Isn't that, nah. There's Tony and Margie and Frank and the hotel bellman again, Phil Kamehameha. Nice guy, but not too coordinated. gave him a good tip. Have that shirt cleaned and burned.
That afternoon, we went sightseeing. This is the beautiful Akaka Falls. Akaka is a Hawaiian word which means Niagara.
Here's the group entering a prehistoric Hawaiian sanctuary. It's a monument to the ancient gods of the islands. These statues were erected many years ago, and they're still standing. I even got to play golf on the hotel's championship course. And you know, there was a beautiful Hawaiian chapel with a stained glass window near the second hole. But I wanted to get in the water. These windsurfers were right in front of the hotel. I thought, I can do that, no problem. No problem if you have some sensory motor skills. And somebody take that camera away from that kid. But the next day, we were out in the ocean on the Sea Smoke, a beautiful catamaran. Catamaran is a Hawaiian word which means boat. Okay, we're down about 40 feet here, swimming over an ancient lava bed covered with corals. What a surprise. I couldn't believe how warm the water was, and the visibility must have been at least 100 feet. That's me. I do much better at this than windsurfing. Now, this was really something. I mean, swimming inside a cave. I'd never been in a cave on shore, let alone in the ocean. I keep saying it, but it was unbelievable. We saw all kinds of stuff that you just don't see back at the hotel room. Here's Agnes the sea turtle. She's a lot like my old prom date. She just didn't like to be touched. There's Tony with his camera again. This was the third day. A really amazing thing is that a lot of color is absorbed by the water. So when we'd shine our flashlights on the coral, it was like turning on a Christmas tree. That's a fish. And that's a nudibranch. What? Oh, nudibranch, of course. And here's my boss again. He is a handsome guy. Okay, back in your office, Doug Bauer. And I changed her mind. Here's a school of thin fish, followed by some fat fish. Of course, these are all technical terms. Hey, the next day, closer to shore, sort of in the surf line, we found some great stuff. Antique bottles from the last century. Here's Tony showing his off. But old Bob comes through with a real find, a bigger one with a marble stopper. I finally got that squirt. Ta-da! Where's your camera now, Tony? And here on the last day of the trip, I couldn't believe what I saw. A flying nun. It was a beautiful manta ray. What a terrific way to end our last day of diving in Hawaii. Look at that. Margie, take a picture.
Well, what'd you think, Tony? Did you have a good time?
Yeah, it's been great.
Tough going back to school, eh, son?
Yeah, that's for sure.
I don't want to go back to work. You know how to tune this? Oh, wait. Okay, I got a little song. Gotta go back to the office, working 9 to 5. I wear my fins to work, 'cause all I want to do is dive. I walk into the meeting, put my tank down on the chair. Mr. Chairman of the board, how would you like to suck some air? Yeah, come on, everybody, sing along now. Oh, you don't know it. Okay.
Hey, guys, look at that sunset. Hey, Tony, you gotta take a shot of that.
Get a shot at it, Tony.
Got nothing like that at home.
Take the lens cap off.
Hey, Bob, how did the trip go?
It was unbelievable.
That's great.
Unbelievable. The visibility underwater in Hawaii was about 100 feet. And the dive boat that you hooked me up with, fantastic. We were going on like 4 or 5 dives a day.
That is terrific.
Yeah.
Because, I love to see a satisfied customer.
Yeah, I sure am. And what I came in, though, for is a regulator.
Brings me, but would it be possible?
Possible? Did you say possible?
Hey, anything is possible, right? In just a few weeks. Let me handle this, Dave.
How do you feel in the water? Are you comfortable?
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
but
and you can swim? Yeah.
Yeah, but what I'd like to is...
dive right in. Hey, I know what you're talking about. I've been there. Come on over here and let's get you started, okay?
Now, the first thing you need is a mask. It's very important. Let me see, we got some, this is going to do it right here. Just kind of slide it on like that. Right down like that. How's that feel?
Oh, fine.
Fine? Okay. How about a snorkel? A snorkel is very, very important. How's that? That's good? Good. Okay. Now, fins. Just kick off that shoe. Kick off your right shoe right there, left shoe right in there. Just slide that foot in there like that. Now, the reason you need 2 fins, you have one, you wind up swimming in circles. It's not as much fun. Okay, just put that right in there like that. Okay, now you just turn around here a little bit because you're going to need this, the buoyancy compensator. Very important. And you got the regulator and air. Air is so important underwater. You just have no idea. Now, you get to carry a knife underwater. It's just great. It's just like high school. Yeah. And now, I got to tell you, you look great. You really look great.
Well, thanks, but, I really just came here to use the bathroom.
Well, yeah, it's right down the hall, but I want to show you the pool first. That's the most important thing because you're going to be taking lessons for a few weeks maybe. Then you get to go diving in the ocean. Then you get to go to places like Hawaii. Yeah, and next month they're going to the Bahamas. It's unbelievable.
I'll tell you, you've sold me on this. I really want to do it. But do you think I could use a men's room?
If that's more important to you than learning how to dive.